Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. This is Saquon Barkley. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
12 at the 23-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On third down, Jones. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
At the 48-yard line.
Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. 48-yard. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. The bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact. But
and he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
And it's 3rd down.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. And he finds Jimmy Graham.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Kaepernick will try again on second down.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 35 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Now Jones. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Lorenzo Carter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. Credit the Giants' defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Is good.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Right on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Panthers 10, Giants nothing.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. C.J. Board, 74 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Open target here, Darius Slayton.
Jones pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Jones pass complete to number 17. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
Jones pass.
It's a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Carolina. The tackle by O'Shane Zimenez. 2 yards on the pickup.
Kaepernick going to throw.
At the 13.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Tyreek Hill, 51 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Jones. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete on the deep ball.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A final shot before break. Jones. Now he's going to go deep down the left side.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception.
Picked off near the 34. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Here we go.
This is McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down by Darnay Holmes.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
The tackle made.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And the Panther first down.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
21 yards.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And this offense is running away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time
Prime time, baby.
Picked up by Troy Pride. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Sly on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Giants nothing. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Third down now. And those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the left side here, and it's complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. From the gun, Jones. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Hey, keep the game.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. James Bradbury there to make the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the end.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Lorenzo Carter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
7-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
This is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. Sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. You ain't going nowhere.
Jones throwing on 1st down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Operating from the gun, Jones.
letting one go deep for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. But now it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
22 yards.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Tyreek Hill. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Covered by Dante Jackson.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
22-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos. And the Panthers will get the football back. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
The ball carried by
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Down at the 42-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Boswell. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
11 yards and a Panther first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Saunders. The 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Let's go, baby. Hey, check back 30.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The 40-yard line.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. gets a sack. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were